beautiful morning, nice and early, sun's already out. Gotta love the Southern Hemisphere in November. What are we going to talk about today on this Sunday, week 11? The picks, of course, and we got to dive into MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. And I'm going to try to not make this political. Whatever you think about RFK Jr., some of his thoughts, his ideas, some of them seem a little bit out there. I mean, I'm not going to lie, but the core of what he believes is absolutely spot on, and I don't think anybody can argue with it. There's no possible way people can think that the United States as a whole is healthy. It's actually kind of absurd, and I'll even use the word pathetic. It really is. Considering the resources that we have as a country, the education that is available, the knowledge that's available, and I know the fitness and the nutrition health industry can be very complicated. Everybody's got their opinions, but it doesn't need to be complicated. I actually believe that on some level, big food, big pharma likes it complicated. But at the end of the day, the things that myself and many, many other people, it's a crowded space, preach is, hey, you don't have to be perfect with your diet, but in general, eat whole foods. Doesn't mean you have to go to Whole Foods, but eat foods that are not in packages, not processed or ultra processed. Avoid liquid sugar, drink more water, limit your alcohol, and then move your body on a daily basis and make sure you absolutely build in 3 to 4 days of strength training, and do some form of cardiovascular work. Sometimes something long, maybe once a week, some short bursts of like sprints or kind of high intensity interval training, maybe once a week as well. It's not super complicated. Eat whole foods, move your body more, and if you want more details on that, hire a health coach, get a fitness instructor, get a personal trainer, whatever you want to call them. There are so many options for people out there. But yeah, make America healthy again. Let's do it, please. More of that. Less of listening to the experts when it comes to pathogenic diseases and these kind of things, because what good did that do us? At the end of the day, 4 years ago, stay inside, don't go for walks, avoid people, destroy your relationships with other people because you don't agree with them on how to handle a virus or what's happening in our to the social fabric of our country with race relations, or you're not going to see people on during the holidays. So much stuff. It just went crazy, right? We went crazy, but let's make America healthy again. There's no way you can argue with that. And I'm here to help people on a one-on-one basis if they're ready to do that. So yeah, love it. Let's get healthy again. But I have my picks as well for today, week 11, November 17th. Got a couple big games out there, and we'll get to those. But as far as the picks go, Give me Miami to cover the 7.5 at home. I like what Miami is doing. I like how they got things rolling with their offense. Tua's back. I think they get that going. I think they beat the Raiders, even though Raiders are coming off a bye. I think they beat the Raiders by more than 7.5 and probably more than 2 touchdowns. And then give me the Rams coming across country. I know they lost to Miami on I think it was a Monday night game, but I think they're the superior team. And I like that they only have to cover 4.5 against what I believe is a pretty crappy New England team, despite the 9 sacks against my beloved Bears. And then give me Cleveland going down to NOLA. I like them coming off their bye. I like what their defense should be able to do against the Saints, and a very depleted team, lots of injuries, and then to boot on that, on the other side of the ball, I don't know if it's necessarily a revenge game for Jameis, but I like what he's going to be able to do. I think they're going to be able to move the ball there down in New Orleans. And then the big game in that early window that everyone probably wants to see is Baltimore at Pittsburgh. I think Baltimore is going to cover the 3.5. I just heard something about what actually has happened in this game. It's like the team that's the underdog has covered in the last 16 games, like 15 of them. Don't quote me on the actual numbers, but it's quite shocking. But I'm going against that trend because I see Baltimore as the superior team. And I know Tomlin has seen Lamar many times, but I think that Lamar is playing at a different level right now. And I like Baltimore being able to get up and then Russell not being able to come back. So, and then the big game in that second window, obviously, is Kansas City at Buffalo. Undefeated Kansas City team coming into what's going to be a crazy Buffalo environment. Buffalo lost last year at that game. I just like Buffalo winning this game and getting having to cover just 2.5. If it's 3.5, I might lean Kansas City. But I wanted to get some action on this game. I think it's going to be a good one, and let's get Buffalo there. And then tonight, I like Cincinnati. I took them just on the money line, even though they would be getting 1.5 points, so why not? And I like them to be able to score, continue their high octane offense working very well. And then finally give me Houston in Monday Night Football to go ahead and cover the 7.5 in Dallas. It's not like they have to travel very, very far. Maybe some of the Texans fans even go to Dallas. I think a lot of Cowboys fans are sick and tired of going to Jerryland and watching their team just get trounced. So I think that trend continues. So there you go. There you have it. A lot of good action. And let's make America healthy again, please. We can do better. Like, we have to do better. Again, I think it's kind of pathetic. Really, the health situation that our country is in. And there are many people that are there to help, like me, and and many other guys and girls. Just look for the right person in your own network. Please, if you see someone that looks healthy, when you're at the gym, go ask them questions, even at the grocery store. Hey man, what do you do? And I think most people aren't gonna have some crazy outlandish plan. They're probably going to fall into the category that I preach about all the time that you just heard about here. So, long message, because I think it is such an important one. Let's get after it.